as you can see, I've been riding a roller coaster, and I know it's just eating from boredom. It shifted my life in so many ways, and that's really all we need to know, is that we're heading in the right direction. It doesn't matter how fast we get there. This is a marathon, not a sprint. I'm down here in my gym basement, and I want to show you guys this. If you remember about, well, March 10th, I showed you my string measurements. So I was trying out the keto diet, not strict, but just, just trying it out, keto-ish. And I think I did really well. I actually lost 4 pounds in 2 weeks. Actually, it was like almost a week. I lost 4 pounds, and then I pretty much maintained, but then Easter came, and yeah. But I did measure my my waist, my hip, my thighs, my biceps. I did all those measurements with a string and taped them up on the wall, and on April 10th, I was going to remeasure and just see what happened. And I did not do that, and here's why. Let me give you a clip of my weight loss graph. That I weigh myself every day. Here's what's been going on in my world. So as you can see, I've been riding a roller coaster, and I know it's just eating from boredom. I'm eating from boredom. Now, I'm not going to do strict keto. I'm going to do low carb, and I'm following a plan because I started lifting weights after I turned 50. So that's the thing. And I never really lifted weights, free weights, before then at all in my whole life. And I fell in love with weightlifting, but I'm not a power lifter. I lift low weights, higher reps, and it enabled me to lose 30 pounds and get back into shape after my doctor told me if I didn't make changes, I would stroke out. So that's an incentive for you. Ambulance ride to the emergency room in the hospital will wake you up, let me tell you. So I had an incentive, big time. So I made those changes, worked with a trainer, lost weight, started lifting, all of that. I love it, and I've talked about that on my channel before. But I continue to change things up and to stay motivated, because it would be really easy to go back to some old habits like stress eating and eating lots of sugar, which I've sort of started doing last month. And anyway, this is why I've been on this roller coaster. So the keto diet worked really well, but I'm going to go back to low carb. I'm eating my carbs in the morning and lunchtime, around that time, and then dinners will be more keto diet. I'll follow the keto diet after lunch, like later in the day. So I will cut out almost all carbs after like 2 p.m. That's sort of what I'm doing right now. And that's why I'm cooking a lot of keto-friendly meals. It's not because I'm doing strict keto. I did try that, and one thing I know is I need the carbs to maintain the lifting regimen that I do. I lift weights 3 times a week, and I have got to have some carbs. So, we've got to figure out what works for our body and work with our, of course, our health professionals. I am not one, by the way. And my doctor and my trainer both have really helped me, even though I'm not really working with my trainer anymore face to face. She still is a great resource for me. So if you find a good trainer, they're going to be with you along your journey, and I cannot tell you how invaluable that is, to have someone who knows what they're doing and can guide you. She's also a nutritional coach, so that's really helped me a lot. So anyway, yeah, but I did not remeasure my strings because, well, as you can see from my roller coaster ride, there's just no point. But I'm getting right back on it now. I'm going to get back on the horse and get back on my regimen. And now that Easter's gone, and I know I've been making more cookies and more sweet recipes. I like to bake. I really do. And I told John I need to start baking and then sending all that stuff to work with him, because if it's here at the house, I can't resist. Those non-baked peanut butter cookies I made the other day, yeah, I love those things. I would eat them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I could. So I've eaten 3 today. It's a workout day, so I justified it by saying, you know what? I need the carbs. But let's face it, I can't keep doing that. Yeah, so this is, even though I've been lifting for 3 years and I have accomplished all of my weight loss goals and getting fit, maintaining it, it's like that's still work. I have to continue to sustain um, all of the habits that I've already made. I've shifted my life in so many ways, and it is so easy to slip back. And I refuse to. I just refuse to. So, but here's some accountability and sharing the strings with you. Now, I'm not sharing the numbers with you because I just feel like that's confusing for people, especially if you don't lift and there's certain things, like if I show you guys my weight and my circumferences, it will either do, it could do several things. It could either make you feel bad about where you're at, or it might make you feel really good about where you're at. And either way, that's not going to be useful to you, because you should be motivated by how you feel and how you've accomplished your goals. And I know that for me as a new lifter, I had to just block out everyone else and just work on my progress. And that's what helped me. So I'm just sharing with you the strings so you can just say, okay, yeah, see, you can see where I'm losing inches, gaining inches, how my lifting is impacting this. And and then I'll share my weight graph with you. So you can see I don't show you the numbers, but I show you the ups and downs. If you look over on the side, you can tell how many pounds I'm going up and down. I've been fluctuating up, down 5 and right back up. Now, some of that is water weight, and that comes from eating so much salt, which on the keto diet, I was eating more salt. And that's something I usually stay away from, but because I was eating salami and things like that, it's just higher in salt. I know I've put on some water weight. I know it. And so even the scale numbers are misleading. That's why you really should be doing these, your strings, or if you have a tape measure. I do have a tape measure here. Whoops. Yeah, you can see it right here. And I do measure myself, and I actually have a caliper so I can calculate my body fat percentage. But again, it's just me doing it. It's not a professional. So I take that number with a grain of salt. It's just an indicator of progress, and that's all it is for me. There's no point in me sharing it with you other than I feel like if I share the strings with you and you look at my weight loss scale, you will have a really great idea of if I'm going in the right direction. And that's really all we need to know, is that we're heading in the right direction. It doesn't matter how fast we get there. This is a marathon, not a sprint. And that's sort of how I look at it. So, all right, I just wanted to share that with you because we're past March 10th or April 10th, to make sure I followed up with you, because I'm going to wait another week or two before I remeasure now, just because it's just, there's no point. I think I would be so disappointed if I did them now. I'm not going to do that to myself. So we'll revisit this in another week or two. If you are on a weight loss journey, or trying to just, you lose a few pounds, or maybe just build some strength, I highly recommend that you either do your strings or your tape measure, get a tape measure out and measure yourself, and also take a picture of yourself. Now, I don't show this on camera. I'm just, I just don't. But when I first started my program, I put a bathing suit on, and I took a picture of myself, and I hid that picture away. I literally took it with my digital camera, printed it out, deleted it off my digital camera, and took that paper printed copy and stuck it in the bottom of my drawer. And I didn't look at it again for 6 months. And then I took new pictures and compared, and it was amazing. So, yeah. I highly recommend that. Take pictures before and after, just for your own benefit, because you will not know from day to day if you are succeeding or not. You just won't know. The changes are subtle, and we have this weird body image thing going on. We don't see ourselves the way other people see us. We don't. We have too many filters. So I highly recommend that you get as many numbers and things that you can objectify, and write those down. That way you can look at them on a graph and you can see that you're making progress. That is what saved me, is that my trainer did those measurements for me during that year that I worked with her. I actually worked with her longer than a year, but that first year when I lost all my weight, it was those numbers that kept me focused and gave me the accurate information and feedback that was helpful. All right, guys, I like sharing that with you. I hope it helps you. Let me know how you're doing with your goals. Thanks for watching today. If you have not already, I do hope that you click that thumbs up, give me a like. That really does help me with my channel, and it gives me the feedback I need so I know what kind of content to create. And I'm a lifestyle vlogger. I do post 3 videos a week, normally Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Occasionally I might put an extra one out, but pretty much Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and just on lifestyle. So big part of that is my fitness journey and just how I'm maintaining my health, because that is really important to me, and it helps me to stay accountable to you, and I hope that I inspire you on your journey too. Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.